How often do you bomb ananymore?
Oh yeah, you can still bomb. I don't think you're ever above bombing as a comic.
Have you ever bombed in front of a large? Because I mean, I'll bomb occasionally, but not. I don't do crowds that big. And have you ever bombed in front of 1,000 people in 2000?
I believe I have. I think it was in Aspen in 2006. There was like a midnight show or something at the comedy festival there, and Chris Tucker and Dave Chappelle showed up, who I both know, and so I'm up. As I get introduced, Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston, when they were dating, they walked in because they came with Chappelle, and so as I'm walking on, they're walking those two through the audience, and they sit down, and the whole audience is like, "Holy shit, that's Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston," and there I am on stage with nobody paying attention, and I'm just trying to do my show, and nobody cares, and then it's kind of like even Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston were like, "When's Dave going on?" You know, it's kind of like. So I just cut it short and introduced Tucker, and then Tucker introduced Chappelle. And
do you enjoy Vince Vaughn's movies?
I do like Vince Vaughn's movies. It's the ironic thing is me and Vince Vaughn are friends now.
Oh, you are friends now.
Yeah.
Does he remember that with fondness?
No, I don't ever bring it up. But
you never talk to him?
I will because it's always in a party setting whenever we hang out. I don't want to be like, "Hey man, you know I bombed because of you." Like my first time on stage was so horrible. I would never want any. There is an audio recording of it. One of my friends has it, and he can't find it. If I ever found that, I would burn it because I know how terrible I was.
You got to put that on a CD. That's a great extra track on a CD.
If I could ever find it, I would. But I found set lists from back in the day, and I'm like, oh my god, these jokes. And I would see it because you just write the word, and I'm like, these jokes are terrible. Yeah. I wrote jokes that I thought were like the best jokes ever. I wrote one joke and it never got a laugh, but in my head I was like, it's the best joke I ever wrote. Never got a laugh.
What was the joke?
It was I was driving in the country. And I saw a sign in the middle of a field, and it said, "Lots for sale." And I was like, "Lots of what?" And that was it. I was like, this is brilliant. And it still doesn't get a laugh. You see what I mean?
No, I got it. I actually think it.
But if I had an accent to it, that's hilarious. Lots of what? And then that joke's hilarious. Yeah, comics we like very different things. We love when people bomb. Us. Like, there's no better feeling for a comic than to see one of your friends just take it in the ass on stage. You're like, ha, 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 ha. Because we will unmercifully let them know that we saw that happen.
Jim Florentine invented this. We would sit in the back. Jim Florentine likes to start groans while comedians are on stage because comedians hate groans.
Yeah, it's not a natural sound.
It's not, right?
It's not a natural sound.
What do you think it is if you're doing a joke and somebody groans?
I hate when the audience groans. Oh. I'm like, they're going out of their way to be dicks at that point. So it's a learned thing, and you learn it to be a dick.
Do you think that it's because they are offended by a bit, or they want other people to think they're offended by a bit, or...
It's their way of going, I don't agree with him. Anybody?
Right. I think you're absolutely right. So watching a comedian bomb is very entertaining for comedians.
There's guys who you want... That you like, and you want them to bomb just so you could see how much funnier they get when they bomb. Because a lot of guys get even funnier when they bomb. But it's not funnier to the crowd, it's funnier to the comics.
Yeah.
And they start saying things just for the comics at that point.